G'day everyone, it's your girl Sammy D. Welcome again. Here we are, World of Warcraft, the War Within. We're continuing on today with the next part of the quest for the Felcycle mount. So the secret mount, which of course is started through the secrets of Azeroth. So, you know what, we are so close to being done with this, it's not a joke. So we've got this, and then one more part, and we get the mount. So, let's just see how this goes. I believe this can be a little bit problematic, this bit, although I doubt it's going to be anywhere near as problematic as the last part, for those who saw that. Ah, boy, that was an epic journey, that one. Alrighty, so the next part, which is the 8th orb, as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get our 8th orb, and our second last one to get the mount. Is all done in here. Is all done in the Karazhan catacombs. So let's just have a look. So what we need to do, they reckon this is easier if you bring friends with you. Possibly. I don't think we can dispute that. I don't have friends. So obviously that's not going to be an option here for me, but you can do this with friends instead. You can have up to 3 people in the instance. So that's not too bad. Okay. So we need our Warden's Mirror, which we got last time. That's what we pulled out of that chest at the end of that puzzle. So we got our Warden's Mirror and the Ancient Shaman Blood, which we got from one of our earlier steps. So we need that, and we need to put those into the Enigma machine. Now I did pre-scope this out. You might be able to see the TomTom waypoint there. Let us go, put it in. Okay, so now that we've just clicked on that, this contraption is non-functional. So fill the arcane catalyzer with ancient shaman blood, which we have. Insert the Warden's Mirror into the light box. Okay, so we've done both of those. Interact with the machine again. Begin. Okay, so now we click submit. So you have to hit begin first and then submit. Okay, so this is where the time consuming part comes in, this next bit. We have to search catacombs, and we have to count how many rats are in this instance right now. Now I know you can see 2 running around here. The ones we're looking for are really specific. So we're after something that's just called Ratt. We don't want the catacomb rats. They're very specific about this. Do not count the catacomb rat. So, and they also recommend, because as long as you stay in the instance, to make life a little bit easier for you, kill them as you go, so that you don't, potentially double count, because that's really important. Okay, so as you can see, this is a catacombs rat. This is not one we need to count. This one is also a catacombs rat. Also not one that we need to count. So I'm not sure. I've only seen, since I've been in here, I have only seen the catacombs rat. I haven't seen a regular rat. Don't know how big they are. Don't know what they look like. I figured when I saw 2 in the 2 different colours that just thinking. Okay, so there's another one in there. Okay, so that's a rat. So let's get rid of him. I don't think we can get him. That is a second rat. Now I'm pretty sure we are gonna have to get in there to get these rats. What I might even do is move over here. This one seems to not want to. Okay, let's get this guy. So that's another catacombs rat. And again, I'm not counting them until I've actually killed it. I think that's something really important to note. As soon as you've seen that's another catacombs rat, goodbye to you. And as long as you don't, exit and re-enter the instance, they'll stay dead. Okay, so there's a rat. There's our number one. I'm just making a note here. One rat. So it's really important that you notice the difference between the two. Make sure it's not a catacombs rat. Is this one still in here? Yes, it is. So, okay. 2. So we'll make another note of this one. Because this is really important. This is a very important part of the process. Can we kill him yet? No, we have to actually be in there. So to enter this room, I did look this up previously. We earlier in the process we got a relic of crystal connections. To enter this room, I believe there is a purple crystal. I'm going to assume it's this one, a humming crystal. You need to target it and then use relic of crystal connections, which will get us inside the room. Now it's also important to note that in a later step we will probably end up back in here, because I believe there could be a statue in here. So that's our third rat. Again, I'm just making a note, and like I said, I'm not in a hurry. Slow and steady wins a race. I'm quite happy to just poke around and just do this nice and slowly. I don't want to muck it up, because if you muck this bit up, then yeah, there's a problem. Okay, so there is a green humming crystal. Oh, they talk about that. Yep. So again, just target just above the door there. You can see that green glow where that green crystal was. So just again target it. I've no doubt we will be doing that again at some stage. Okay, so far we have 3. Again, I know I walked up here. I just want to make sure we get this right. I think it's incredibly important, because I don't want to have to start this again. If you muck it up and have to start again, that sounds like a bit of a disaster. Okay, so there's our 4th. Again, making sure that it's a rat and not a catacombs rat. I'm not seeing any rats in the water just there. Okay, I am seeing one here. We don't count that because it's catacombs rat. But again, just for ease, just killing them as we go. Is that a rat there? No. By crikey, it looked like one. Here is another rat. Went through the door. You bastard. Okay, so what I might actually do is just sit here and wait for him to come back through the other side. I have no doubt he probably is going to at some stage. And when he comes back out, then we'll kill him. I won't mark him down until we do. Rat. Okay, so we've got to move pretty quick here. I'm just going to hang here just for a minute and just make sure there's not a second one that comes out. Aha! Oh, you sneaker. I wasn't quick enough. So you got to be super quick. So that will be number 6. Again, I'm not going to mark him down until I've actually got him killed. I know that sounds awful, doesn't it? I'm not going to mark him down until I've got him killed. So you got to make sure you check the entire instance just to make sure there's none up, you know, up the top of the stairs, for example, and you miss it. Come on. I know he's there, so it's worthwhile waiting. It's not very interesting, mind you, but it's worthwhile waiting. Come on, jerk face. And of course I'll do a sweep on the way back too. I'll make sure we haven't missed any. Pretty dangerous at that point to wipe my eye. What a spew to feed to come out, and I didn't click on him straight away. Get him. Gotcha. Now, you may or may not have noticed, you probably didn't, but I've actually not been using that real quick sharp burst, and that's mostly been because I'm using splitting ice as one of my talents. It unfortunately could also bring out two little ice lances, which I don't want to. I only want the one. Okay, there's another rat. There's a few rats in here. And I didn't want to accidentally kill one when I hadn't counted it. So I've just been using, what's that again? Frostfire Bolt. As opposed to Ice Lance, except in that instance, because I knew there wasn't a second one hanging around. Okay, we look pretty good here. And I do think it's pretty important to... There we go. You don't count. Keep a bit of a note as to how many you've seen, just so you don't accidentally lose count. Okay, so I'm not seeing any others at this point. We still need to go the rest of the way up the stairs without leaving the instance. Because of course if we leave the instance it'll all reset. The one didn't count, it was a catacombs rat. I'm just pausing every now and then just to spot any movement, if there is any. Okay, we're nearly back up to the top. Oh, a little bit further than I thought. And again on the way back I'm just going to keep a bit of an eye out, just in case there's a sneaky one that we've missed. Okay, so there's the top of the stairs. I do not want to leave. Okay, so at this stage I've counted 7, and that becomes a very important part of the next step. So again, I'm just scanning, just keep a bit of an eye, just to make sure there's not one lurking somewhere that we've missed, because goodness knows I do not wish to have to start it again. Here, just double check. Oh, there is a room I didn't check actually. Good thinking, 99. Not that I can get in there because I can't. There's a cat. Oh Oh, there's 2 cats. I doubt there's going to be any rats in there. I certainly can't see any rats in there. I think it's probably fairly safe to say that there's not going to be a rat in there. And we can't get in there anyway, just to double check. So we'll stick with a no. I love that rubber duck just randomly sitting there. Now can we actually... Ah! Shit, I forgot about you.
I don't have a target.
Oh, see, I didn't go any... I could have gone in here the whole time, seriously. I'm certainly not seeing any rats in here. I think we're pretty safe at this point. Now it does say the instance, so I would assume that to mean the entire instance. Well, thank you for announcing my arrival. Okay, so... Oops, sorry. Not seeing any rats here. Not seeing any rats there. Okay, so we've searched the whole instance. There's no rats remaining. So from here, once you've counted and killed all of the rats, move the statues, which statues you use do not matter, or your friends, this is why sometimes using the friends can be helpful, to the pressure plates according to the table below. To interpret the chart, the first number is the amount of entities, statues or players needed on a plate, and the second number is the plate position. As an example, 1 on P2 means 1 player or statue needed on pressure plate 2. Now, I'm going to take a punt and say this is probably one of the pressure plates, because that certainly wasn't lit up like that before. So once statues or players have been positioned correctly, interact with the Enigma machine and click submit. Now we have to do this 3 times. So we have to go through and do this 2 more times. That includes the rat step. Okay, so let us go look at our table. So we counted 7 rats. So we need 1 statue on pressure plate 7. I'm just going to take a quick little... Where is pressure plate 7? There. Okay. I'm just going to bring up my map. Okay, so we're up the top here. It's all the way back down the stairs. Around to the... Huh? Okay, turn right and then left. Oh, so it's in that room with the cats. Is that right? Crikey, it looks that way. Okay. So, let us do that. The room with the cats. Ah! So I'm just going to have a look at my map just for a little second. Oh no, it is here. Oh, it's in here. Ah! Fire. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. Okay, so there's our pressure plate. Now there is meant to be a statue. Oh, here. Ah, I gotcha. Okay, so let's pull our... Excuse me, statue. I need you to Okay. So can we now let that go? Is that going to count? Let's just check. I just want to say, yes, it did. Okay, cool. So we'll do that again. I just want to make sure it was going to count for what we needed it to. Oh dear. How about? It's hard to get it on. Operator error, probably. Let it go. It is showing there as good. How do you get more than one on those? Shit. Okay. So we have pressure plate 1 done. Oh, pressure plate 7, as it were. Okay. Okay, so now we go up. Go back to the Enigma machine. It's on a different page, of course it is. Okay. Press submit. If done correctly, you will see the following text. You hear a mechanism unlock. A lock has been opened and the rats will respawn. Okay. Submit. Did we get that? Haha. Awesome. Perfect. So now our rats, I'll just double check. Doesn't say. Oh, okay, cool. So it only says you hear a mechanism unlock. Cool. Okay, so now we go and remove that one from there. And then we see they're all back. We're not going to touch anything until we move this off the pressure plate. Get off. Okay. So, just for consistency, I'm actually going to... Ah, God. That flaming thing's a pain in the butt. Alright. Consistency, let's go back to the start. Ow, that hurts. Go back up here. And again, we're only counting rats. There's one. There's 2. There's 3. 3 in one room. So I'm going to move through just slightly quicker this time. Or at least attempt to. Are there any in here? Doesn't appear to be, but I think I'm going to go in there just to double check. It's better to double check and not need to than miss one and then have to start the whole process again. Okay, no, there certainly doesn't seem to be any rats in here. Does that do it? Oh yeah, there we go. It's a bit of a process, isn't it? There's another one. So that makes number 4. And again, I'm just making a little note. A bit of a tally as to how many we've got. Now don't forget that room with the cats. Because you just never know. I don't recall seeing any rats in here. How did it get me? I blinked in. Rude. Okay, let's go. Not seeing any other rats in there. Again, I don't think there's going to be any rats in there because there's cats. I'm certainly not seeing any movement that might indicate any rats. Checking very carefully. I do not want to get this wrong, guys. There's one there. That's another rat. Maybe we killed all the catacombs rats. And they don't respawn. Maybe it's only the rats that respawn. Oh, that's good to know. Hello. It certainly looks that way. Look at this. So once again, full credit to all the people at Wowhead that put this together. There's another one. This all comes from them. I, of course, have not discovered this on my own. And I've never pretended to do so. I'm not this smart. The guys at Wowhead are. So I will take it. I'm still not seeing any other rats at this point. And again, I'm going to go all the way up to the top. May not be necessary. But then again, last time we did see... It was only a catacombs rat, but we did see one up fairly close to this door. Okay, so it looks as though we have them all. Again, I'm just going to double back. And just double check there's not something I've missed. Remember, we do have to do this one more time if we get this correct. The rubber duck keeps throwing me. I see the movement and I think it's a rat. Which is why, again, I'm not counting them until I've actually killed them. And again, we're still looking pretty good here. See anything up there? Hello, top. Gotta figure out how to get down him. I'm sure there is a way somehow. Again, still not seeing any other rats. I think we're good. So, for lock number 2, we counted another 7 rats. 2 statues on the same pressure plate that we just had. Okay. So, where's the nearest statue? Apart from that. A watcher statue. Oh, it's in the other door. I don't know. Can we get in the other door? We'll try. So again, there is, if you go on Wowhead, there is a bit of a key. Ah, shit. Great. Oh. I forgot about in here. Okay, I'm not seeing any rats anyway. But fortunate. Okay, so we're going to steal this statue. How on earth... I know I said this last time. This is going to hurt. Ouch. Ah! No! How on earth are we going to get 2 statues on this pressure plate? Like, actually. So that one's on. How are we going to get this one back on? Yeah, okay. So that's right. 217. Right, let us head back out. Get flamed again. No, we didn't get flamed that time. It's a miracle. Go back up and submit again. And hopefully we'll end up with that message. Yes. Okay, 3rd and final time. Let's go through and count rats. Actually, we'll take the things off there first. Not that it's seen to matter, mind you. But that is part of the step, so I think I should probably listen. And make sure I do that. Oh my god. Just have a quick drink. So I have seen at least one, and that makes sense because there has to be at least one. Okay, so let us start again. Hopefully for the last time. Yeah, they are very specific about making sure you take the statues off the previous thing before you start the next bit. So I'm going to take a punt and say that's actually pretty important, because they wouldn't make special mention of that otherwise. Okay. Shall we? Oh yeah, there's one in here. Getting a whole old hat at this now. First time I did this, I went through so slow. And where is it? Oh, there. I was like, where'd that bloody rat go? So there's our first one. Again, I don't mark them down until I've actually killed them. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Same deal. I'm not seeing any there. I did see one downstairs here before. There's a second one. Not seeing any rats in here for now. And I didn't get burnt by fire that time. You watch, I will next time. Nothing in there. Yep. How did I know? No rats in here. See, what if I saw rats in here? There's 3 cats in there, I'd just be going, what the heck? Okay, so there's another one. maybe I don't want to know. Like a dead animal or something in case there's another one. And again, don't mark it down until it's dead. So we're up to 4. Oh wait, now I'm second guessing myself. Shouldn't be, because there's the other one. Okay, cool. Because they were both very much in the same vicinity. I'm thinking, did I actually kill that other one? But I'm 1000% sure that I did. Which brings us up to 5. Oh. That's 6. That's 7. Oh, we can end up with 7 again. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? If we ended up with 7 rats on all 3. Oh my god, I think we are. Yeah, okay. So 7 rats all 3 times. So for 7. 1 on P1. Where is P1? Oh, that's in the Felcycle room. And there's a statue just outside that door, so that's good. Cool. And again, I'm just double checking on the way back just to make sure. So I've no desire to do the whole process again. I'm gonna guess that they say to take the pressure plates off the other things before starting the next stage, because you don't want to accidentally. And we'll just do this now, we'll just double check. I'm gonna get fried here, I know. I accept that. Yep, nothing on that pressure plate, perfect. So that you don't, you know, forget to take them off and then you've put an incorrect entry in. Goodness knows, no one wants that at all. Okay, yep, looking pretty good. Running around in there. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so this is the pressure plate that we're going for, so we have to make sure that we leave that one behind. The greed statue. Where's that? I said it was just outside the door. Or is it on the inside of the door? Ah, so it is. Well, bust my buttons. Why didn't you say that in the first place? If you don't know that reference, we can't be friends. Oops, too far. Huh, I just walked straight through it. Just gonna, and look, it is showing there at the moment. Now I'm just gonna make sure I haven't read that wrong. 1 on P1. That is definitely P1. Moment of truth. Now before I hit go on this Enigma machine, I'm just going to read what is meant to happen now. Unlocking third mechanism. Unlocking the third mechanism will allow you to access the vault north of the orb room. Solving the Enigma machine and completing this step. So if we get this, I will be so unbelievably happy. It will not be a joke. Let us have a go. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. So north of the... Oh, in there. Yeah. Is this what we're talking about? In here? To enter the room... Oh. Okay. So we've done that step. So that means we should have our 8 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck yes. Okay. All right. Okay. What do you reckon? It's not a huge step, the next one, but it is a bit of mucking around. I think we should probably end that there and we'll do a different one next time. I think we'll do a different another time. Might even do that one live actually, because that one, while it's a bit of mucking around, I don't think we have to do anything terribly difficult. Yeah, look, I reckon that's going to be the best thing to do. I reckon we'll leave it there for today. That's been a pretty decent time. One more to go, one more step, and then we've got the mount. I cannot wait. Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to do the next step live. But yeah, look, thank you as always for joining me. I sure hope that you've enjoyed the stream. And yeah, look, we will catch up with you next time, which will hopefully be very soon. As I said, I haven't been very well lately, so I haven't really played much, let alone got on and stream. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. And yep, we will catch up with you next time. See you later. Bye.